Spine injury cases are probably the most common type of injury that we see, especially involving car collisions or premises liability cases. We've handled thousands of cases involving spine injuries. One of the things that we're best at on these cases is anticipating and seeing where the insurance companies or the defense may go in handling those cases because of our experience. One of the most common things that we see is that clients did not have problems with their back or their neck, and they're involved in an accident, and then the insurance industry wants to get into what their medical history is. And they will start to say things like, well, we think that this is a degenerative condition in their spine, or this was a pre-existing condition. The person who caused the accident, they are still liable for any aggravation of a pre-existing condition. If we're talking about the low back in medicine terms is numbered from L1 to L5, and that stands for lumbar 1 through 5. There are vertebrae that have discs that's like a jelly disc in between the vertebrae, and it goes from L1, 2 to 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and then 5, S1, which is basically the bottom of the spine. The most common injuries we probably see are to L3, 4, 4, 5, or 5, S1. The patients with back injuries to their low back oftentimes are complaining of pain in their low back, but they oftentimes also have pain radiating down their hips, either right, left hip, and then down into their ankles and even into their feet and toes. What a lot of people don't realize is that radiating pain is often caused by a pinched nerve, which can be caused by a disc bulge. Doctors have the ability to kind of track the symptoms based on what's called a dermatome pattern in the low back. And we are also educated and well-versed on how to determine if an injury may be actually related to a collision or an incident as well, because we've handled so many of these cases and seen it so many times, and then also understand the medical anatomy involved with spinal injuries. In contrast to the lumbar spine, the neck is numbered C1 through C7. C1 being the top of almost to the brain stem, 7 going down kind of right above your shoulder blades, and there are vertebrae with a disc in between, which is essentially a jelly-like disc. Folks that have really severe trauma in car wrecks and other things may experience a bulging disc or a herniation or a protrusion at any of these levels, but most commonly we see C4-5, C5-6, or C6-7 injuries. Again, people oftentimes will have symptoms radiating from the neck. It's often from your shoulders down into your arms and even your fingertips. Because of our experience on these type of cases, we're not only aware those injuries can happen, but we're aware of what symptoms often correlate with what type of injuries, and we also are aware of what kind of medical treatment may be good for our clients to get for the specific type of injuries. If you're suffering from a spinal injury, you need a law firm that has the backbone to stand up to an insurance company, and that's Biby Law Firm.